Stunning mid-air crash over Boulder, Colorado. Dozens of people watching in horror as two planes collide, one of them towing a glider, and somehow that glider survived. Clayton Sandell now has details.
For pilot Ruben Bacher, it was supposed to be a routine flight, taking two passengers celebrating a birthday on an afternoon glider ride. They had just taken off from the Boulder airport. Then, disaster.
The plane was falling straight down on fire.
Sources tell ABC News a single-seat Piper was towing the glider 200 feet behind, flying westbound. Sources say a four-seat Cirrus airplane flying southbound suddenly collided with the Piper. There was a massive fireball. Bacher had only a split second to release the tow cable, banking right to avoid falling debris.
We understand the glider went through a fireball after the impact.
Bacher was able to land his glider safely. Witnesses captured video of a deployed emergency parachute attached to the Cirrus plane, but there were no survivors. The Piper pilot was also killed. Burning debris was scattered over a 1.5-mile area, but no one on the ground was hurt. Determining exactly what happened could take months.
We do not want to jump to any conclusions at this point in time. Jumping to conclusions that's unfair to those who have lost their lives and unfair to the families who are left behind.
Clayton Sandell, ABC News, Denver.
Barb Mayberger and young Kim were eyewitnesses, as were many people out there, and they join us from Boulder this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Kate.
Young, let me start with you. Walk us through what you saw. How did it get your attention in the first place? You heard something.
Yeah, when we walked out, we basically heard a loud boom, and we looked up in the air, and we saw a glider passing through a big explosive ball of fire in the air.
Barb, you could see the glider plane coming through it all?
I saw the glider plane fly past it, then saw the explosion, and saw, I think, a body floating down, free-falling down, watching the whole thing go down until it crashed.
Wow. 3 people did die, the 2 that were on board the Cirrus and the 1 pilot of the Piper Pawnee. It must have been so dramatic to watch happen. What, did you start running? What did you do?
Yeah, basically I started running toward the scene, and I saw dozens of other people running toward the scene, hoping to possibly pull some bodies out maybe.
Right.
And there was wreckage everywhere and fire everywhere.
And when you got to the scene, was it clear that no one could survive that?
It seemed that way, and I think there was what seemed like a body near the plane, but I couldn't get anyone to confirm that. But it was just fire everywhere, pretty much.
Barb, you live in the area. How common is it to see these glider flights going over? They do this a lot, don't they?
I see them all the time. There's planes happening all the time because there's an airport close, so it was a common thing to see, but then to see this explosion, you're looking at it, it's surreal. You're going, is this really happening? It's not happening. And then it just hits you and your heart just sinks.
The only good news we can take from this is that the glider got out fine and with a mother and her 11-year-old son on board. We're thankful for that. Barb Young, thanks so much for sharing what you saw.
Thank you.